This is a very clean 1998 Cadillac. I don't know if that's a special trim model or whatever, but it's a Eldorado. 34,000 original miles. Very nice car. I used to work at a Toyota and Cadillac dealership, and I left in '98. These are nice cars. Those engines are pretty cool, but they've had their problems. But this one is contacted me about a Parasitic draw, which it may have, but I don't really know right now. The battery is kind of dead, and when I jumped it, this thing is not charging. So first thing I have to do is I got to check the charging system out. The battery, I'm charging up the best I can. He did have this on charge all night long, but he took it outdoors and let it run for a while. He didn't know that the alternator was not charging. So basically what he charged into that battery, he depleted while he let it run. So now I'm back at square one. This thing takes 20 minutes to time out. So hopefully I don't wake it up when I try to disconnect the battery negative. I got to figure that out. It's pretty tight in there. I got to figure out a way to do it without disrupting the signal and waking up the modules again. But I tripped the doors. The trunk has two switches on it. It's got an upper and a lower. The light is out, so I'm going to just leave it shut because I really don't have anything to trip both switches. Hopefully that's not going to jam me up. However, this does have a mercury switch. I believe it's a mercury switch for the light. The light was not on, so I just disconnected it anyway. And I guess I can do like a quick check, see if it's active. Whoops! No, don't drop. Somebody's going to get me for tool abuse. See if I can do this one-handed. Probably not. Come on, I'm not jamming it in. I'm just trying to touch it. Could use a test light as well. And I'm not even filming it. My tripod broke. Oh, I got 0 volts on it. You have to trust me, I'm not doing it again. 0 volts on that. Alright, I have my amp clamp hooked up here. And I got a pretty significant draw. Is there a light on this? Yep. It's a 1.2, about 1.28 amps. Okay. I'm not exactly sure if this thing's asleep yet. But this battery is accepting just under 30 amps. So that's good. Let me get some more stuff apart. Pull this apart, see if I can see where that goes. See if I can get access to the positive side. If I get access to the positive side. Okay, that's a ground right there. I don't think it's been 20 minutes yet. So I'm not real concerned with it just yet. I'll put this back on. Oops, what did I do here? Hit a button I shouldn't have. Let's get this back zeroed out. Okay. So, that's weird. Maybe it is asleep now. Okay. Might have just gone to sleep. So that's pretty low. I'm probably gonna have to flip this image upside down in editing, maybe. I guess I can live with that. I don't really like going off of an amp clamp. there's a margin of error. And even going off of the amp clamp, that's still high. If that were accurate, that would still be, that's 90. Right there is 100 milliamps. So it's still too high if I were to use that as an accurate reading. So I'm going to let this charge a little longer. I removed some of the shrouding here to be able to gain me access. I can get to the top connector there. I don't know if I can show this. Put another flashlight down here. But if you look at the back of the alternator here, right here is the connector for a regulator. Okay, and right down there is, let me get this in focus, is the connector for the main power. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, that's going to be blurry. You can see it looks like it's a little melted. And it's blurry. Come on, man. Anyway, it looks like it's blurry, so it looks like I have no choice but to get under here, take some more shrouds down, jack it up, and get to the back of that. I don't know if you can see that. It looks a little weird inside there. It just keeps getting blurry. I can't focus in on it, but something looks a little funny there. I'm going to take a look. The gray wire coming in here, it should have a pulse, a narrow pulse. So let me get set up here. I opted to pull the fan out. Gave me a lot more room. I don't have to jack it up. I don't have to take all that stuff out there. Now let me get down here. Can you see that? Ooh, it's crusty. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that, ooh, stinky. Okay. So that is a major problem. Okay. Just trying to see what I can test now. That's obviously bad. That cable could be bad. Can't really do a voltage drop test on it if the alternator is not loading it. It's not working. And 5 amp test bulb is not really enough for me to say that cable is any good or not. I want to see. Still want to see. It's probably just the color. Yeah, it is a gray wire. So I'm going to get my probe on there and give that a test. Alright, I'm going to try to, I have no idea how I'm going to set this up, but I wish I had my tripod. But let me see, I'm probably not going to be able to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the key on and I'm going to look for the pulses. I need the key first though. Look at the key. The key's even in great shape. Jeez. Oops. Dropped my pick. So I should have a narrow pulse. It's raining. Thank God he's got a garage. And I do. Okay. So that tells me PCM works. Yeah, I'm at a point now where I can't go any further. I have to repair possibly that cable and definitely an alternator because it's burnt up. And it looks like it's been replaced before. He never replaced it. He just got this not too long ago. So this is definitely going to need an alternator, and I'm going to have to, looks like I'm going to have to come back, do an alternator, and check for a draw at a later time. This now is awake, so I'm not waiting another 20 minutes. I got the fan out, so I can't let it run too long. Right now it's quiet. Doesn't look too good. The regulator itself is what is responsible for that. It's as far as I can go. I'm gonna That's at 11.75. I'm gonna have to take my word for it. I don't have third hand, but it's at 11.75, and it's 30 amps leaving the alternator. And it's pouring. All right, about to wrap it up. And I got the alternator for the Cadillac. And as my luck usually always is, so we gotta do an unboxing. I should start doing unboxing videos, since every part that I ever get has something wrong with the packaging or the way it's delivered. It's a box within a box. That's kind of a good thing. Some damage there. There. Okay. Everything looks okay. Okay, this is a 62 millimeter pole. Hopefully that's normal. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm not exactly sure I like that. Yeah, it's damaged. It's unbelievable. Okay, well, this is going back. Okay, I'm in the middle of doing the alternator. Customer is okay with using this alternator. You know, it's a little wobbly. They're getting rid of it, taking it right to an auction. But my suspicion of this alternator being changed before, zippy tied. They have it zippy tied right there. It's a better look. Just got it out. See right here, it looks like it actually looks like a weld almost. Made in, I'm guessing that's Malaysia. That one's made in Kansas or whatever, Kentucky. Yeah, hopefully this works, because if it doesn't work, he's going to pay me to do it again. All back together. I just tested the battery and it is a little low. It's at 11.7. He didn't put it on the charger. It's only been on the charger for like an hour. He's got a little tiny one. I should have put it on mine. But it's at 11.7. Should be enough to start it. Card is crooked as hell. Let's see what I got going on. Well, the belt didn't come off yet. She's singing, boy. 14.56. He's charging. But the thing I'm going to do is, since it's, well, the garage is not attached to the house, I don't think. No, it's not attached to the house, so I'm going to let this run for a little bit. I'll let it charge this battery up a little. I'm going to put my amp clamp on it real quick just to see what it's putting out. It's kind of hard to get in here. I can't get good access to that particular wire. When it goes to the alternator, I can't really get to it. So I'm going to go up to the ground side. Now without my tripod, I can't show this, but when I go from this lug to that ground point right there, I get 70 milliamps. When I go to this lug to that lug right there, I get 19 milliamps. I think I'm going to try to take that off, clean it up. It feels hot. It feels hot. So I want to check that out. I wonder if I can see that on the thermal imager before it gets too hot. It's worth noting that this bolt is super hot. So I think I found a problem. Oh man, that sucker's hot. Whew. This is hot. So I got to figure out if I can fix this somehow. I wonder if I cut it off here, put another lug, shorten it up a lot. I don't want to do that. This has definitely got a bad cable. This sucker's hot. Okay, so I don't know how far down the shittiness goes. What am I going to do here? That's most likely what killed the alternator. It was charging its ass off, and it's only, however it's getting its ground. I guess it's just enough for the starter to work. This is definitely bad. So I got it sorted. I'll do a little stuff there. This is just to get it to the auction. But now it's charging at 45 amps. It's a lot quieter. It's not burning hot like the other one was. All good. Looks like something woke up. You got a draw again.
It does have a draw.
Right now it does. I'm going to wait a little bit again. Yeah, there you go. 10 milliamps, 20 milliamps, that's good. So I don't know if there's something that turns on, off and on every once in a while. But right now, you're good. the draw went away. All right. There's like a margin of error with this.
Yeah.
Because it's just an amp clamp.
Okay.
All right. Let me know how you make out. If you have any issues, I'll come back. I know you want to just get rid of it.
It'll be done by early next week.
Break my finger.
Yeah.